The 49ers fan base is calling for the firing of their head coach, Kyle Shanahan, after their big loss to the Seattle Seahawks in Week 11. One of the best coaches in the NFL since 2017, with 2 Super Bowl trips and 4 NFC championships in an 8-year span, he might be on the market in 2025. And you know who would love to pick him up? The Chicago Bears. Shanahan is the missing head coach for the Chicago Bears team to lead a young, talented roster to reaching its full potential. I'm going to break down all about Kyle Shanahan and why we need to write this man a blank check. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Now, before I begin today's show, hit that like button if you want Kyle Shanahan as the Chicago Bears' next head coach, along with commenting yes or no in your reasoning in the comment section below. And are you a Bears fan and want to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news and notifications? Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Kyle Shanahan, San Francisco 49ers head coach, a fantastic offensive coordinator before that, only 44 years old, 8-year head coach, and he has done a fantastic job. This guy has led the 49ers to a ton of success during his span, and I'd take half of what he's done for them in that 8-year span if he just brought that to the table. He has been in the NFL since 2008, starting with the Houston Texans as their offensive coordinator, there for 2 years, and going to the Washington Commanders for 3 years as their offensive coordinator, was with the Cleveland Browns for 1 year, and then from 2015 to 2016 with the Atlanta Falcons, where he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons when they went to the Super Bowl. Clearly tons of experience, and his success led him to landing a head coaching gig with the historical San Francisco 49ers. Since 2017, he has been their head coach, and he has been nothing but great for that franchise, developing players like George Kittle, Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuel, and many more on the defensive side of the ball, which is why the 49ers have been so good for so long. He is such an experienced head coach, creates top offenses and defenses. I'll get to that in a little bit. More offensive-minded, though, than defensive, but he understands the new evolution of the league and would bring what needs to be a winner, not only now, but for years to come. The guy adapts, he learns, he gets better, and that is why he has been such a key piece to the 49ers' success. This would be perfect for Caleb Williams in this young Bears team. He has developed Brock Purdy, a almost literally untaken in the NFL. He wasn't even barely known when he was brought into the NFL a few years back, and now a top 5 quarterback. He would not only develop Caleb Williams, but he would be able to work with Ryan Poles in finding the missing pieces to make a powerhouse of a team for years to come. It would be like an Andy Reid situation from when he went to the Eagles to the Chiefs. Reid was great for the Eagles for a long time, led them to the Super Bowl, multiple NFC championships, multiple division titles, but just couldn't get the job done and needed a fresh start. Shanahan could get that fresh start with a great Bears roster, and he's definitely going to be attracted to it. Any head coach would be, but he could do that with the Chicago Bears, because I would love to have an Andy Reid situation come where he just needed a fresh start with a new team and then wins a ton of Super Bowls. So he is a great coach. Bears should absolutely write this man a blank check, and his stats don't lie. An elite coaching record. So during his time with the Houston Texans as their offensive coordinator, they averaged 3rd in total yards and 4th in passing yards. When he went to the Washington Commanders, 5th in total yards, 1st in rushing yards, and 4th in scoring. Goes to the Cleveland Browns, not his best showing. Definitely learned from it. They were bottom category in nearly everyone. But better than what the Bears have had over the last 2 years. 23rd in yards, 20th in passing, 19th in rushing, and 27th in total scoring. He goes to the Atlanta Falcons, though. Absolutely incredible. In that 2016 season where he went to the Super Bowl, the Falcons were ranked 2nd in total yards, 3rd in passing, 5th in rushing, and number 1 in scoring. That success led him to interviewing with the San Francisco 49ers and heading there. And his offenses and defenses have been some of the best almost over half the time he has been the San Francisco 49ers head coach. Top 5 in total yards of offense in 4 out of the 8 years. Top 10 in passing 5 of his 8 years. Total rushing top 8 in 5 of his 8 years. And then scoring top 5 in the last 2 years. Going over to the defensive side of the ball, top 5 in 5 of those 8 years. Total passing allowed on the defensive side of the ball, top 5 as well. Total rushing, top 10, 6 of his 8 years. So a very good defensive rushing unit, something the Bears need. And total scoring, The 49ers have been top 10 4 of 8 years. He not only has great ranked teams, but his record shows for it. A 69-56 regular season schedule, 4 seasons of 10 or more wins. All of those seasons going at least to the NFC Championship. Because when this guy's in the playoffs, he knows how to win. An 8-4 playoff record all time during his career. 2-time NFC Championship winner, 4 NFC Championship trips, 3-time division title winner, and a 77-60 overall record. 2016 Coach of the Year. And on top of that, too, this guy has been fantastic. Absolutely incredible. Imagine if Chicago had that over the last couple of years. This team, obviously, we wouldn't be sitting here right now, and we probably wouldn't be called just another year Chicago Bears. But if we brought in Kyle Shanahan, it'd be everything that this team needs, especially for Caleb Williams. Now, before I get more into Kyle Shanahan and what he brings to the table, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, OddsJam, which isn't just another betting app. It's turning the entire system into your favor. You never not win money. Here's how it works. OddsJam uses a strategy called arbitrage, finding odds across over 260 sports books. You bet on both sides. No matter the outcome, you will win. Here's an example for you. Put $500 on the Bears to win on FanDuel and $335 on the Packers to win in DraftKings. You're guaranteed to make $50 no matter what, win or lose. It's that simple. With OddsJam's mobile app, you get real-time alerts in these opportunities every single day. You can go and try it today with a 7-day free trial using code JAYCHI Bears. And on top of that, you like it, you get 35% off your either annual or monthly membership. I guarantee you'll be profiting. And if you don't like it after your trial, you can just cancel it. No questions asked. So should we want him? Guys, 100% yes. I will pound this table till both my hands break. This guy gets today's NFL. John Fox didn't get it. Matt Nagy kind of got it, but he was not a head coach. We all know that. And then on top of it, too, Matt Eberflus gets it from a defensive side of the ball. But this guy brings it on both sides. Player development is so big. Also, the locker rooms in San Francisco love this guy. If the San Francisco get rid of him, they're going into a full-blown rebuild. There is no coming back from that because these guys love playing for Kyle Shanahan. He develops players. He gets them paid. He works with these guys. He does everything he can to make sure his roster is happy and successful. Again, look what he did with Brock Purdy. Made him a top 5 quarterback in the NFL over the last 3 seasons. Multiple Super Bowl runs. This guy gets it. He is everything that Caleb Williams would need. And Caleb Williams doesn't even have that much help, even though Thomas Brown had a good game against the Green Bay Packers. Imagine Kyle Shanahan taking over for Caleb Williams. He saw him a lot at USC. He was constantly at USC games because of being in California. And I'm telling you, that relationship would go through the roof. It would make this Bears team unstoppable. And if I'm George McCaskey and I'm taking it all before you sell this team, you write a blank check for this guy. Don't care what it costs, and you make him the Bears head coach. I want to hear your guys' thought on Kyle Shanahan potentially being the Bears' next head coach. I think it would be absolutely fantastic. Again, would punch my hands into my desk until they break, if that meant getting him as a head coach. That is how big things would mean. You get a new offensive-minded guru that's proven in this league for over a decade. On top of that, too, you got a guy that just gets defenses, would help keep this Bears defense where it's at even after losing Matt Eberflus. And he would bring in a great group of coordinators because his network is unbelievable. Coaches have been through his tree, have had success, and he would bring a lot of those guys from San Francisco. Guys, I pray and hope this happens. I hope that the San Francisco 49ers fans drive him out of town. We will see what happens as they sit at 5-5. Not the season they thought they were going to have, but we'll see what happens. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. Hit that like button if you want Kyle Shanahan. Put yes or no and your reasoning in the comment section below. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning in, and bear down, baby.